what are the key factors I should consider when deciding between a lump sum pension payout and an annuity pension payout?
Yeah, great question. So probably the biggest decision that we come across folks having to make when they retire, how to take this pension. It's irrevocable. You can't change your mind on how to take it once you've taken that option. So put some thought into it. Here are some of the best benefits that I've heard from people why they're attracted to both options. So let's start with the annuity option. Some sense of certainty in how much income you're going to have regardless of how long you live. AT&T is on the hook to pay you this money as long as you're alive and as long as they are not in some kind of a bankruptcy situation, in which case the liability would shift over to an organization called the PBGC, the Pension Benefit Guarantee Corporation. So that feeling of certainty on the paychecks in retirement, that's a check in the annuity column, I would say, as an advantage for some. Longevity risk, AT&T pension plans help to reduce longevity risk, or the risk of you living a long time, because you'll always have some money coming from AT&T, assuming AT&T is around as long as you are as a business. We also have some people just not wanting to make decisions of how to invest this money. I'll tell you, if you don't like talking to financial advisors regularly, that might be a reason to consider the annuity, because there's just less decisions involved. They have the company responsible for paying your paycheck and not reliant on investments, putting together a portfolio that's going to protect and grow your money over time. Now, the lump sum we've seen as be very popular, especially in the last few years. I've been with this company since 2011. And interest rates got lower and lower throughout this last decade or so. And I will, from my own experience, say that the lump sum got more and more popular as the amounts got bigger as a result of falling interest rates. Well, the other reasons that I would say people take a lump sum more often than the annuity is flexibility to spend the money as you need it. You might want to spend more money in the early years of retirement because you're younger, have more energy, you're getting around better. You have these bucket list items that you want to be checking off your list, fixing your house up, moving. There's all sorts of reasons people might consider spending more money in the early years of retirement and less money later, but certainly risks of overspending in those years. And one of the reasons we run a cash flow analysis to avoid overspending and maintaining a sustainable plan. But there's a lot of flexibility there with the lump sum. Also flexibility on how to invest the money. I have many clients that are fairly confident that they can create a better income stream with their investment performance. And some of those people manage their investments on their own. Some of those people hire a financial advisor because they realize the stakes are very high when it comes to retirement. If it doesn't work out, it's going to be very difficult to go back and work another 20 or 30-year career. So getting it right the first time is critical. And so if somebody is, let's say, having a lower risk tolerance, the lump sum might not be as appropriate compared to somebody with a higher risk tolerance and willingness to continue to be investing in stocks. That lump sum might be more attractive to that person. Somebody who's concerned with inflation had this a lot more, talked about a lot more in the last couple of years, be a reason to take the lump sum, because you can invest the lump sum and fight inflation through growth on your investments, whereas the annuity, as we talked about earlier, does not increase over time with cost of living increases. So as the cost of everything we buy in retirement gets more expensive, the value of that monthly fixed income from AT&T gets less valuable. Inflation, a big one. And then last but not least, in fact, probably one of the more common reasons I see people interested in taking the lump sum is because there's somebody, whether it's a spouse, children, grandchildren, a cause that's important to them. There's somebody that they would like to leave the money to other than AT&T if they don't spend it all. Of course, if you take the annuity and you only live 5 years into retirement, you would not have received nearly as much money, or I should say your family would not have received nearly as much money in that option compared to if you had taken the lump sum. So there's a whole host of reasons that we've heard people considering the lump sum and attracted more to the lump sum than the annuity. but it's not right for everybody. And we've seen a lot of people take the annuity just for the certainty and the lack of decision making that comes with taking that option on the pension.